Perfect. So let's dive right into it. Kicking us off is Jacob Kilburn and Austin Lingo. Seems like that's the first fight showing up on UFC, so that's one we're going to touch on. These are a couple of nice young prospects in the featherweight division. We got Jacob Kilburn. He sports an 8-3-0 record. He did lose his UFC debut to the quarantine man himself by triangle, Billy Quarantillo. So he's going to be looking to bounce back from that one. He takes on Austin Lingo, who has a 7-1 record. He was undefeated coming into the UFC, but he did lose his debut. We watched that one against Yusuf Zalal. And, we know he's no slouch either. So, Lingo's going to be looking to bounce back. I'm looking forward to what he has in store. What do you know about these guys, Siraj?
Yeah, so you brought up some good points, right? Like the thing I like about Lingo right away is UFC debut against a guy like Yusuf Zalal. That's a great fight, right? And we saw him go right into the end. The third round was interesting, right? We saw him keep up in terms of cardio in a way, but he was taken down for a while, pushed into the fence. Zalal loves attacking the neck with those Darce chokes. So, he found himself in those quite a bit. But, I like the defense. I liked the overall cardio for 3 rounds in a UFC debut. So if you look at his record overall, the guy's a knockout artist. The guy's got a ridiculous amount of knockouts under a minute and some in LFA. So, respectable organizations as well.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing with him, can that translate to the UFC? Are we able to see that kind of knockout power? It was interesting to see just how quickly he was able to kind of put guys away. The moment he kind of landed big punches, got them on their back foot against the fence, that kind of thing. It was pretty much his fight to call, and that was what I really liked about him.
What about our boy Jacob here? Anything stand out to you in terms of him?
Well, in terms of recency bias, hasn't fought in a year, but he has put out a lot of, I guess, training material with his coaches and stuff like that. Okay. The big thing for me that I'm a little, I guess biased against is I have pretty good tape on a guy like Lingo. That's the part that scares me. So I can see all this hype and all those kinds of things. Kilburn came up short on his Dana White Contender Series debut with Quarantillo, your favorite fighter. And we've seen Quarantillo now, just kind of do his thing in the UFC. But for me, I think it's a pretty fair assumption here to say I know who the favorite should be based on experience, based on, UFC, I guess, recency bias.
Well, let's dive right back into that. I've missed this, man. I can say the last time we did this was 2020. So let's dive right back into those odds. It's one of my favorite games to play. Let's see if you can get a lot of bells here today. It might be a little rusty, but let's see what happens. Okay, so where do you see the Vegas favorite here and by how much?
Just to give Pies, a bit of credit here. This guy was ready with the Ricky Simon fight already. He had a few other fights ready to go, lines and everything. Hey man, why'd they disappear? I couldn't find them anyway.
Have they taken them away from me?
Bro, I'm not allowed to look. What do you mean? I have no idea. That's you're killing the game. If you can't find them, they're not there. That's your game. And so lucky him, he still has how many fights you got there? Just a
I think we got 13, 14 still, so we got plenty.
Yeah, so let's dive right into it. I do see our boy Lingo being the favorite here, and I actually put him at -250.
Ooh, this man's rocking it with the belt to the start, man. I love it. What did you say, 250?
-250, yeah. For Austin Lingo.
215, right in the range. That's a beautiful call.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're looking at what, +150 for Kilburn?
Yeah, about +170, yeah.
Oh, so I had him at +180 on my sheet too. This is beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
So that's what I'm kind of saying. For me, Pies, I do see value in that, right? Even at that -250, for me to see him at a -215. I mean, are these the kind of fights we wanna throw a lot of money at? I mean, that's really your call. But for me, I really do think that I like what I've seen from Austin Lingo. I think that -215 line represents a little bit of what we saw from Yusuf Zalal, but also what we saw in LFA. Whereas year off, really, training videos, word of mouth, if you will. I think he looked good in his fight against Quarantillo, but again, just came up short. So lines match up. Let's keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, perfect. And if you are truly determining how much to bet and all that kind of stuff, make sure you check out our UFC betting videos. You can kind of give some good tips on there on bank management, money management, unit sizes, all that kind of stuff.
We got all 4 of them out. Let's get it.
For sure. So, that wraps up UFC Fight Island 7. It's going to be a great card. Can't wait for this one. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. We got our Instagram, our Twitter, all that information there. Give us a shout. We look forward to hearing from you. Siraj, Always a beauty, man.
Always a beauty, man. I can't believe the first card of the year went so well. I literally have goosebumps for the last hour. It's like freezing cold in here, you know. I'm so excited. We got it done really early. We're gonna be able to maybe analyze some lines based on, you know, weigh-ins and all those kinds of things. Maybe there's some late-minute changes. Who knows? You know, we're gonna have to keep our ear to the ground and just keep it rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
For sure. Stay tuned for that content. So let's go, bro.
Let's go, baby. Keep it real. Keep it locked. Peace.